Good afternoon and welcome to another WorkSource Spokane training video. My name is Tyler Wright. I'm the digital skills instructor here at WorkSource Spokane, and we're just going to do a short little segment here on how to log in to our LMS. Now, prior to logging into the LMS, the very first thing that you need to do is, of course, register for the LMS. And the very fact that you're watching this video, I'm going to assume you've already registered for the LMS. Now, once your registration is processed by this guy, you're going to receive an email. And that email is going to contain a link to the LMS, your username, and a temporary password. So if you haven't received that email yet, or you're not sure if you have, go and check your email now. And it should look like similar to what you see here on the slide. It's going to be an email coming from me, and you should see all of those links and information inside. If you haven't received this email, shoot an email to me or go and register again. If you have already registered, and you think that you have the email, go and check your spam box or some of your other filters. Sometimes these emails can get caught in some of those spam filters. Now, with that email in mind, with that username and temporary password, the next thing we need to do is actually log in to the Learning Center. Now, you can always use the link that you see in the email itself, or if you don't happen to have that in front of you, another great easy way is to simply go to Google and type in WorkSource Spokane Learning Center. And the very first link that comes up on Google is going to be for Talent LMS. When we select that with a single left click, that's going to bring us straight to our Learning Center website. Up here in the upper right corner, we're going to see an option for log in. And if we select that with a single left click, it's going to ask us for a username and password. Now, the username is going to be exactly what we saw on the last slide, Jane Job Seeker. And the password that we're going to use is that temporary password that was in the email itself, capital L, capital M, capital S, lowercase t-r-a-i-n, the number 24, and the @ symbol. We're going to give it a second for my computer to catch up with me. There we go. And then we're going to select that big blue button for log in. And that's going to bring us to our dashboard screen. Now, very important, that was a temporary password that we entered in. So now the system is going to ask us to create a new permanent password. This is a password that you are going to be setting up yourself. I'm going to set up a password here for Jane Job Seeker. And once I have that password entered in, I'm going to select Reset Password here from the screen. And now I can start taking the courses that I have registered for. We do have one course already set up here for Jane, and that's the Perfecting Applications module. If she wants to take this module, she can go right over to the module itself, and we should see a play icon here. Selecting the play icon with a single left click is going to take us to the course description page. Once we read through the course description, select Start Course and begin the training. Now that we have Jane Job Seeker logged in successfully, you can see that this is a pretty complicated system, and there might be other questions that you might have. Up at the top of the website, you should see a link to something called an FAQ. And typically in the emails that I send out with your username and password, you're going to also have a link to the FAQ. FAQ stands for Frequently Asked Questions. This LMS has been in place almost 3 quarters now. So there's been a lot of questions that I've had to field over the last 9 months. And a lot of questions are very similar to a lot of questions other people's have. So I've put some of those common questions questions and some of those common answers right here into the FAQ page. If you have any questions about how to do something in the LMS or what's going on or what doesn't look right, check the FAQ page because chances are somebody else has already asked that question and it's answered right there. Now that sums it up for this short training video on how to log into our WorkSource Spokane Learning Center. I hope you enjoyed this short little tutorial. If you do have any further questions, my email address is right here on the slide. I encourage you to email me. I may not always respond immediately, but I will try to respond as timely as possible. And if nothing else, I'll see you in the next module.